This is the planning chamber that I'm just preheating for welding. Into that flange. I think it's about centre. That's the only way I could figure out how to clamp it down. Use its own weight against it. Trying to get it warm enough so it welds. It's thick, really thick alley. Is that? I welded all sides up. Not the best alley welding in the world. That bit there's alright. Best bit stuck, so that should look good for the throttle body. Then it can all go on, have a trial fit, see what it looks like. Should look alright. So I'm going to try and not set fire to anything else now, and melt my torch again. Melted the end of the torch. I think they're only rated to about 110 amps then, and I was running 120. It melted the little collet focus. Melted the little collet. First time I've done that. So yeah, we'll see if we can melt another collet. Well, the inlet manifold is sort of in. It's a trial fit. Everything sort of fits. Throttle body's on now. That's pretty cool. All that plenum chamber's all fully welded up now. The best weld in the world, but it's stuck, I hope. Gearbox is kind of in, but it's in place at least. Just to figure out how much length I need. It's got the shortest prop shaft in the world. It should all fit. That all fits now. Just need to sort out the injector holes and seam weld them. I've been saying I'd seam weld them for months, but just wanted to see how that fits. Yeah, gearbox, it's not too bad really, better than I thought. I'm going to take that off and replace it. I've one remachined back here. This one. So this is the normal output shaft from the Meteor. This is the spline cog drive. This is separate to this. There's like an internal spline inside of that, just like that one there, with the master on it. I think that one's long, much longer. I think it's for a Centurion. That I think this one's for a Comet. I think that's a Comet one, but it's also got the proper length nose that goes inside the crankshaft. I don't know why that one is so short. But yeah, that should hopefully go there. I'll chop that off, put some holes in there for the flex plate to bolt to, and make all the mounts for it, and that should, in theory, work. Just need to work out some sort of flywheel. Might put a flywheel on this little ring gear assembly, if I can make one. So that should work in theory. Putting a starter motor and a flywheel there. We'll see. Anyway, but for now, that's all assembled. Throttle body's on. Starting to look like a real engine. Ooh. Yeah, it's going to have to come up quite a bit as well, because the output shaft for the meteor is really low in comparison to the height of the engine. So, and this gearbox is really low, like really low. So it's going to be ridiculously low. So I'm going to have to raise the engine up quite a bit. So they're probably going to have to sit on there. So I make the mounts for them. I'd have thought anyway. I just need a crank seal for it. I can't seem to find the Meteor crank seals for these. Maybe they're rocking or I don't know. Probably. Everything else is. Yeah, it should be good. Got a load of other components that have been delivered today as well. That front drive still being made. These are the coil pack mounts for the back of the cylinder heads. And those are the coil packs, 2 per bank. So that's 4 in total, 24 plugs. The plugs are just snugly snugged in there like that. Don't think it's touching. Might be touching ever so slightly. Shouldn't be. Might not be pushed in all the way. That should fit nicely down the side there. Yeah. Looks alright. I can almost hear it running. It's going to be f***ing loud. Yeah, raise this front section up as well, so they're sort of level with the top of the chassis. Make it a bit easier to make the engine mounts, but obviously the engine's going to be a lot higher up then, and the exhaust. But I don't think that'll be an issue. It's got to have clearance for gearbox anyway. So yeah, I'll make the engine mounts tomorrow, and hopefully get it off this contraption. It's been on for a week, and it's been absolutely fine whilst I've built everything else around it. It's not moved a millimetre, which has been great, obviously. Yeah, I think it'll probably sit about there. I've got clearance for radiators and pulleys and timing wheels and all that jazz. I've got enough room at the back. Just need to go up really. And then if the prop shaft doesn't quite work, then I'll just have to re-engineer that. I'm sure I'll be able to get something to work. Should in theory. Should in theory work. It's going to be a bit further up. Obviously that's just on the ground at the moment. Just on that wooden pallet. I'll lift that up and angle it right. I'll figure that out tomorrow. Yeah, that's about where I'm at.